We sit at the foot of the cross. On our left we see the willow tomb. Central to our Christian faith is the cross of humiliation and death, and the empty tomb of life and hope. Life and death, despair and hope, they often live so close together. We can be aware of how thin the boundaries between life and death, despair and hope can be. We yearn to live in hope and life. And yet when we are in the depths of despair, we live with the cross casting its shadow over our lives. But Jesus said, "I have come that you may have life, and life in all its abundance." On a Friday 2,000 years ago, the first disciples stood around a cross and despaired. 3 days later, they struggled to believe and understand in the first light of Easter. But through the ages, they and countless people have encountered the living God. A God who doesn't refuse pain and suffering, but who walks straight into it, and day by day walks with us in our pain and suffering. Jesus came that we might have life. Jesus walked to the cross because he loved us so much he was prepared to die rather than stop loving us. As he walked into death, his disciples ran and denied. The crowds mocked and ridiculed. Jumped up courts accused and humiliated him. And yet he loved and loved and loved. And as he was dying said, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." He seemed to be a failure. But from that moment, the world changed forever. From that moment, millions of people have encountered God, not as far off and impersonal, but as an intimate, loving God who breathes life and hope and love into their lives and gives them the strength to join Jesus in his ongoing work of love and reconciliation in the world. O God, thank you that you loved me so much that you became a human being, walked our roads, and were prepared to keep loving however much hatred and pain you experienced. Thank you that you love me so much that you were prepared to die on the cross rather than renounce that love. Open me to your presence, your breath of love, and give me the courage to share in your work of love and reconciliation in the world today. Amen.